Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming, and we appreciate everybody braving the cold and coming from close and not so close. So thank you very much, and join us again tomorrow. Important thing to come to a minyan, and it's nice. Despite you get extra skar halicha for coming this morning, and everybody's invited to breakfast, anonymously sponsored. The Torah says that the Jews left Egypt, and guess what happened? V'omer Pharaoh of Bnei Yisrael, and Pharaoh said to the Jewish people, "Nevuchim heim ba'aretz." They're lost in the land. So here's the question: all the Jews already left Egypt. So who is Pharaoh talking to? What Jews is he talking to? Torah says he speaks to Bnei Yisrael. So Rashi says it means Pharaoh was talking about the Jews, about Bnei Yisrael. He wasn't actually talking to the Jewish people. However, Targum Yonas Ben Uziel says a more literal translation, and he says Pharaoh was speaking to Jews. And guess which two Jews he was speaking to? Dasan and Aviram. He speaking to Dasan and Aviram. So Maral Disney asked the question. We know that all the Jews that didn't want to leave Egypt died during the plague of darkness. So why is Dasan and Aviram still around? Why is Pharaoh talking to them? Why do they survive the Choshech? So the answer that he gives is fascinating. It's based on a medrash. The medrash says that Dasan and Aviram were among the Jewish policemen that were enforcing Pharaoh's decrees, and they, when the Jews didn't get enough bricks to fill the quota, they absorbed the beatings from the Egyptians and sparing the Jews from being whipped. So this special merit that they had, it got not only Dasan and Aviram where they were able to be alive. There's even another medrash that when it came to the Kriyas Yamsuf, the splitting of the Red Sea, they were whisked to the splitting of the sea. Maybe that's why Moshe Rabbeinu, whenever he had a town council meeting, guess who always showed up? Dasan and Aviram, and they gave him a hard time. Maybe because of this, he tolerated them. They came to every meeting. Rabbi Yaakov Galinsky says, the Gemara in Tainus on this parsha also talks about the fact that Moshe, when he was fighting Amalek, remember that when his hands became heavy, he sat on a stone? He asked the question, why didn't he sit on a pillow? Why did he sit on a stone? And the answer is because when the Jews were in trouble, he empathized with them by showing concern, by not sitting on a pillow, by sitting on the stone to show he empathized with the pain. That's a very powerful thing to emphasize. And I close, Rabbi Yaakov Lindsay talks about when he was in Siberia, and there was a man, they had back-breaking work. It was very tough for them. There was one of his colleagues from the Dvar yeshiva worked in the kitchen, had a little softer job. He could have eaten whatever he wanted instead of the meager rations. And he was shocked to see that his fellow student from the Dvar yeshiva who was working in the kitchen, could have as much food as he wanted, had the same meager rations that the other people had. He wanted to show empathy. Empathy, that's a powerful thing. And if Yaakov Linsky asked next time that our wife is sick, maybe we should sleep with one less pillow. Have a wonderful day.